Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in live to check out what we're up to. We are just so thrilled to be part of this movement, the Healthy Living Revolution, and are honored to be here to share a little bit of our stories and what has gone on in a very short period of time for both of us in reality, a couple years for me and a handful of months for Ariel. So we're going to share some of our stories and weave in what is this Healthy Living Revolution movement and why are we so passionate about joining forces together as well as with some of you who are tuning in.
Yeah, so I think I'd just like to start by saying thank you, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the recording. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're interested. And I'll just start by sharing why I got involved, because why I got involved was for the product, really. So I had been struggling with acne for the better part of like 4 years, and I kind of tried everything. I went to naturopaths, I did all these food sensitivity tests, all these elimination diets, and first of all, I was super miserable, and second of all, none of them were working for me, and it was really frustrating. I got to a point where, I'm an all-natural kind of girl, and I was actually like tempted to try Accutane. Was my desperation of, how bad my acne had gotten, and luckily I didn't go there. I let my friend who'd been telling me about these products for like 8 months convinced me to give it a go. And the first thing that I noticed was better energy. I was teaching yoga full time, and usually by my 6 p.m. class I was so tired, and I thought it was normal. I'm like, oh, I worked all day, it's normal to be tired. I didn't realize how tired I was until I wasn't tired anymore. And then, as you can see, over time my skin started to clear up, and I think it's just a testament. We're so used to like eliminate this, eliminate that, like get rid of, whatever it is, dairy, meat, whatever, everyone's got their theory. But in the end, like, what about what we're missing? I feel like my body was missing the building blocks it needed to repair itself. And that's really why this was so life-changing. So hold up your fist. This is a serving size. How many servings of fruits and veggies the size of your fist did you have today? Or yesterday, or on an average day? Some of the people's hands. So on average, we get 1 to 4, I would say. And the people who say 4, I'm like, are you lying? Like, I think you might be, most of the time. But in that range of like 1 to 4. We're supposed to have 9 to 13 servings the size of your fist every single day. And there's a lot of components as to why we need that many fruits and veggies. One of the main reasons is the way that our produce is mass produced this day and age. It's just not packing the same nutritional punch that it used to. They're picked way before they're ripe. And then they're traveling hundreds, if not thousands of miles to get to us. And so we really need that much more fruits and veggies than we ever did before to get the same amount of micronutrients. A good example. To get the same amount of vitamin C as an orange 50 years ago, how many oranges do you think you'd have to eat today? 5. You have to eat 5 oranges to get the same amount of vitamin C as an orange 50 years ago. And so that just kind of leads us to this big gap. When I answered this question, I was probably at like 3 servings a day. And then, that's still a huge gap. How do we bridge the gap between what we're eating and what we should be eating? And that's where Juice Plus comes in. What is Juice Plus? First of all, for those of you guys who've never heard of this, I'll share a little bit about it. I do have some stuff because I think visuals are easier. So we have 30 different fruits and veggies. Oops, you're right, the purple one. 30 different fruits and veggies and omegas in the form of capsules. And then another additional 15 plants in the form of shakes. And it all starts with farm fresh nutrition. So you can see, can you see the ingredient label there? Just apple, peach, cranberry, orange, papaya, right? So fruits and veggies. And what happens is, like I said, a lot of the plants out there aren't as nutritionally dense as they used to be. And so we have this huge gap. And what Juice Plus does is actually solves this problem in a number of ways. One, every piece of Juice Plus produce is vine ripened. It means, well, we don't have bananas in it, but if we had bananas in it, they wouldn't be green bananas. So it's able to fully mature, and in that, it's able to fully mature all of its micronutrients, which is massive when it comes to building blocks to heal your body. So all of our produce is able to vine ripen, and then it's picked at the peak of prime. It's dehydrated, all of the sugar is removed, and all of the salt is removed. And then basically what you're left with is a highly concentrated, highly nutritious, concentrated plant powder. And because it's done at such a low temperature, none of the enzymes are destroyed, none of the micronutrients are destroyed, everything is intact, and so your body actually receives it in the same way it would like eating the whole fruit, on a micronutrient ratio. Our shakes come in chocolate and vanilla. They are vegan, gluten-free, there's whole food fiber, protein, amino acids, there's fruits and veggies in every shake, and you can use them as a meal replacement if weight loss is a goal of yours. I am super active, so I just use them as a snack replacement to help me make better decisions, especially between lunch and dinner. When you want, like, for me it's chocolate, I'm like, where are those Justin's peanut butter cups? So instead I just make like a peanut butter cup shake or just a chocolate shake just to kind of help me with those cravings and just making better decisions, knowing that I'm actually flooding my body with nutrients versus garbage, we'll say. And there's a couple things I really love about it. One, Juice Plus is scientifically proven. And what I mean by that is there's over 37, I think it's 39 now,
yep,
medical research studies done. And this is not like a blogger on the internet saying like, it was great, it worked for me. That's awesome, but this is like actual scientific research done in a lab at huge universities. Where are some of the universities?
Harvard, Stanford, Yale, Cambridge. So it's not just in the States, but it's gone global, like gold standard, double-blind, placebo-controlled, top-notch.
Yeah, and they've been going on for 25 years. This product has actually been around for 25 years, and these studies have been going on ever since then. And I actually know people that have been taking it for 17, 18 years, 23 years, Mitra. Two, it's not a vitamin. And this might take a moment for you to set in because I feel like we're like, okay, capsule vitamin supplement. And then we stop listening. We're like, okay, it's a supplement. I get it. It's a supplement. But it's not. It's actually food in a capsule. So if you look at the label here, you can see it says nutrition facts. If you were to pick up like a multivitamin, it would actually say supplement facts. And that's because it's pieces and parts. There's synthetically derived things in there, and it's not considered a whole food. This has a nutrition label just like a bag of frozen broccoli would have, and that's because it's considered whole food nutrition. If there's an orange in here, the orange peel is in there. We've got the pineapple cores. We've got the beet greens. So every whole piece of plant is included when we make these. And because it's a food product, your body actually receives it like food. It's salad in a capsule. And then lastly, because it's food, there's no warning label. It's safe for all ages, for pregnant and nursing mothers, elderly, athletes. We actually, encourage people who are athletes to double or triple dose to really help battle oxidative stress. And some of our athletes are Olympians, are out there. Actually, we have quite a few Olympians this year in the 2018 games that are massive, massive, massive Juice Plus fans and, lovers of the product and program. So that's a little bit of the background on the product itself. We could talk about it for forever. We really could. But we'll share more information with you at another time, maybe on a more personal level. But there's a little background. And I'd love for you to hear, like Kristen said, she's been taking this product for 3 years. I had amazing things happen in my body over the course of about 6 months or so. But think about this. Think about what happens if you're flooding your body with fruits and veggies every day for 6 months, a year, 3 years, 17, 18 years, like some of the people we know. Anyways, here's kind of like a 3-year story.
Yeah, so this came into my life. I was somebody who I live in mountain towns. I was born and raised from the Midwest, so I was an athlete all my life. And so when this came into my life, I was honestly a little too cool because I didn't understand the simplicity, like salad bar in a capsule. I'm not getting 9 to 13 servings, and as an athlete, it actually goes up to 16 to 18, every single day. But once I saw the studies, the medical studies on inflammation, that's where I was like, what happened to my body? I was dealing with a lot of like pre-arthritic symptoms in my wrists and my thumbs and my shoulders. I worked at a sports medicine clinic, was running my own practice with a deep massage, with like sports massage, with PT and chiropractic, and I was wrecking my body. And from being an athlete, I had problems with my knees and things like that. And so when I saw the inflammation thing, I was like, what if? Like, what if this could do something for me and to preserve my body? I'm like seeing 80-year-olds skiing, and I was like, I want to be that. Like, I don't want to be 40 and feeling that sort of thing. So I was shocked, in short, to see what happened to my body in such a short period of time. It was little things like my nails growing like weeds and my skin glowing and people saying, what are you doing? I was somebody who had been battling with eating disorders and anxiety and depression. And so when I saw weight shedding off my body, I was shocked at what was happening because I had done that in unhealthy ways, but my body was doing it naturally. We're not a weight loss program, but weight loss can be a nice side effect to what we do. And within 5 months, I'd lost over 20 pounds. And I wasn't exercising anymore because I was running my practice and trying to just make money. So to see that was amazing. My muscle recovery was insane. I ran an ultra marathon without really training, and I thought, oh my gosh, like I should be dying right now, and my body is thriving. And so those were a few things, and we can send you lots of information, but really the cherry on top for me was anxiety and depression. And I noticed that within 7 months or something like that, I wasn't needing those pharmaceuticals. I don't ever want them, but some days I had a hard time functioning, getting out of bed. And so to see how much more resilient I am now because I took care of my gut, which in turn changed the chemical reactions in my brain, was amazing. So with that being said, that's my story, and it just continues to evolve. But in reference to one of our friends who's been using Juice Plus for 23 years, it was just like she went and got her blood work done. She's in her mid-50s now, and after flooding her body with 45 plants, and every single day, like her blood work came back as someone in their mid-20s. Like that is a testament to what this is. Yes, it's great to have, exterior things, but the power of plants on a cellular level is huge. And so I'm just going to transition a little bit into the business because I am equally excited about what that has done for my life and my body, and my, my future family and all these great things. And so I really think it's important to understand that Juice Plus, it's not just, so from a standpoint of business, we don't just we are an 80% customer. We don't just sign up and then get cheap product. We have such a quality product. It is already of value. And so 80% of the Juice Plus is actually purchased just through customers who have no affiliation. And a couple of questions that we get, and I'm going to use some notes just to make sure I cover the bases. Like, how does this work? Well, first off, we're a virtual franchise. And so we own our own businesses for essentially $1 a week. So for $50 annually, we own our own businesses, and we have our own websites. We go to work with our online office and run our business from anywhere, any device, and we are true testaments to that.
Airports.
Yes, everywhere. Other countries, yeah, you name it. It's been done. And so the company actually, so they not only make Juice Plus, but they deliver it, they bill and collect from the customers, and then we just get paid direct deposit. And so we spread by word of mouth, and the company does the rest. The only Juice Plus that we ever touch is our own. So we don't have to have closets or garages full of product. The company ships it directly there. And the great part is that all commission levels are permanent. So you never drop down. There's no monthly minimums, no quotas that we have to hit. And then people can do as little or as much as they want, quick cash or more of a long-term retirement strategy. It's open to be flexible for each individual's needs. And we're actually in 26 different countries around the world and expanding. So that's really exciting to see what it's allowing people to do in travel and business write-offs and that sort of thing. And so what's so great about the Juice Plus company? Believe it or not, we've actually been around for almost 50 years, and our president, Jay Martin, is still at the helm today. We are privately held and debt-free. We're over $12 billion in sales and on track to be $1 billion annually by 2020. And the reason is because back to what Ariel was saying, people are looking at the multivitamin and these supplements. It's old school. The research isn't there. It's not showing it's bioavailable. In fact, it's showing that it can be doing more harm than good and causing more inflammation. Where? back to, we are the most researched nutritional product in the world, close to 40 published medical studies proving the efficacy of all of these things. And so the reason why our business is growing so fast is because it's stable and lasting. Everyone knows they need to be getting more fruits and vegetables, and this is a simple and affordable way to do that. So really there's money that is made, the money that we make is made in 4 ways. And so it's retail profit, commissions, there's some bonuses, as well as family insurance. And when I say insurance, that means a full benefits package. It's health insurance. Let me read off some of these other things here. So besides medical, it's dental, disability, life, long-term care, chiropractic, prescription, college tuition assistance, as well as holiday bonuses and a monthly expense allowance. And so at the top position of the company, which I had the privilege of hitting this past month, that comes as a part of it. A lot of companies are reducing those things, where our company has one of the best health insurance plans out there. And so I'll just share a little bit of what my business story has done, and then I'll have Ariel share hers. Again, started taking the product 3 years ago, and then I started seeing not only the results in my body, but my dad got off blood pressure medication in a month. My friends were having problems with pregnancies, were having healthy babies. Not making claims, but interestingly enough, Juice Plus came in at the same time. It seems to be a reoccurring theme for people. And so when I learned about that, I started seeing, like, I'm doing a disservice by not sharing this with people and giving them an option to know about it. Maybe they're interested, maybe they're not, but I feel it is my duty and obligation to at least allow people to know about it. Just like I'd share my favorite restaurant or my favorite movie with somebody. And so 2 years ago, I met somebody who was in a similar position to me. She was traveling the world. She was owning her life. And I thought, oh my gosh, how is she doing this? And so I got to meet her, and we sat down and chatted. And so we have the same system to share with you if it's something you're interested in. But I just started following. I was coachable, and I took a step, and I would keep taking steps. And so in a 6-month window, again, I was running my own practice. So I was trading dollars for hours, which means when I wasn't working, I wasn't getting paid. And it became really stressful for myself. It became stressful in my relationship because I was gone evenings, weekends, and holidays, times when loved ones are usually together. And, so within a 6-month window, our team was able to help enough people between January and June of 2016 to allow me to hire another therapist to take care of my clients while I went on a 2-month road trip. So we literally traveled East Coast to West Coast. The whole time I worked from my phone. I flew down to Mexico to go surfing, drove up into Canada to go climbing, and I got back from that trip going, oh my gosh, like, it's working. I'm just an average person who had a big heart and caught a vision and started running with it. And so, in brief, I got back that summer. I was like, I'm going to take this more seriously. And so March, just shy of a year ago, I was able to go full time. And then this summer I was able to go to Europe for a month and start some international prospecting over there, which has been really exciting. And here we are 2 years later, exactly, hitting the top position of the company. And I share that not to be arrogant. I share it because if I can do it, you can do it. And the beautiful thing is, as our paychecks grow, it's a direct reflection of the amount of people that we're helping. And so now I know that as my paycheck grows, it means that other people's lives are changing in a positive way. And not only am I allowed to own my own life, but I'm helping other people like Ariel and some of you, those of you who are watching, have the opportunity to change your lives as well. So I'd love to have you share your business story as well.
Yeah, I mean, I will be so honest with you guys. When I had all those awesome things happening in my body, I just was like, well, I want to take this for forever. And so the only reason I actually got involved with the business was to learn how to get my product for free, in all honesty. I think you'll hear that story a lot, though. I just wanted to get my product for free. So I went to a dinner to learn more about the business, figure out, like, okay, how many people do I need to share with to get my product for free? The answer is not actually that many, which is really nice. But I went to this dinner, and there was a couple there. It was actually at Kristen's house. I didn't know her then. Now she's one of my best friends. So that's another really cool thing about this business. But I went to this dinner. There was a couple there. They were 27 years old, and they were making 6 figures. They were moving across the country on this big road trip that they were riding off because they were having stops and talks along the way, and they were moving into this beautiful new house that they had just bought, and they actually just announced that they were pregnant, and it was, you know, it was really amazing to hear. And I was a full-time yoga teacher, and honestly, like, I was making pretty good money for a yoga teacher. It's not like an extraordinarily lucrative job choice, but I was doing all right for what I was doing. But I listened to them. They're making six figures, and they're having a life that's meaningful. They had hundreds of stories, like what Kristen said, of all these people that they'd... I know, hundreds of stories of people that they'd help. And so I was kind of in shock on a twofold. Like, I can have a career that's meaningful and help people, and I can, you know, make really good money and, like, work remotely from wherever I want. And, you know, I love teaching yoga, and I will always teach yoga. But honestly, when you teach 10 to 16 classes a week or more, you can't really go anywhere. You know, when I'm not working, I'm not getting paid. And, you know, it's hard to get that many subs anyways. So when I left that dinner, I left with this fire in my heart, kind of like Kristen said. I realized, like, I have something really special to share with people. It's a disservice to the world for me not to share it. So I just started sharing, and the snowball started rolling down the mountain. And, you know, I'm probably a little less than 6 months out from that dinner, and I teach...
4 months. It was the beginning of October.
Oh my God.
Time flies.
It's crazy. Well, I mean, I hear that, and you know, my story is my story. Everybody moves at a different pace, but I only teach 2 classes a week now, and I only teach those 2 classes because I love teaching yoga. I don't actually need them financially. I was able to build a full-time business in a couple of months. And it gives me the same or similar meaning in my heart of knowing that I'm helping people better themselves, better their lives, you know, and whether that's on a health front or on a business front, you know, I have this opportunity to make the world a better place. And it's been so powerful to start to spread this message. And it's been so amazing to see how much I've grown in the process of, like, you know, stepping up to the plate and being the best version of myself. It's kind of like, it's like a self-empowerment course that's disguised as a business. It's insane. And the people I've met, you know, I have a lot of friends that I had from before Juice Plus, but, you know, my closest friends right now are now, you know, people that are part of this business, because there's just a connection that that's undeniable. So, you know, we've already talked a little longer. It's so hard not to, but, you know, basically I'll just close this out by saying, you know, ultimately, our hope here is just to network with 2 types of people. So, you know, as you were listening, perhaps something resonated with you, or perhaps you just thought of somebody, a friend or a family member that might benefit from hearing this information. And the 2 types of people we're interested in working with are, 1, people who just want to better their health and make life a little easier by adding Juice Plus in. Just a couple bucks a day, and you can add 45 different plants into your body every single day in a really delicious, really convenient, really affordable way, and in a scientifically proven way where it's actually making a difference in your body, helping to bridge that gap. Or 2, people who hear this information and feel like they might resonate with joining this mission. People who like the idea of, you know, creating more time or financial freedom. We love helping moms choose mom care instead of child care. We love helping hardworking professionals choose to pursue their own dreams instead of somebody else's. We love helping empty nesters create more of a retirement fund so that they have more to give back to future generations. You know, really, the possibilities are endless. So I know that you are here just to support and listen, but I'd love for you to take a moment after we close here and just maybe close your eyes and just think, is there anybody in my life that would benefit from hearing this information? Is there anybody who's dissatisfied and looking for a solution? Is there anybody who could use some more fruits and veggies in their life? You know, whatever it is, we really appreciate you taking your time out of your evening to come and listen to us chat. And for those of you guys who are listening in the recording, we really appreciate you taking your time, whatever time of the day it is, to listen. And we hope that we have the opportunity to chat with you a little more later and answer any questions. So feel free to reach out to us. Any last words?
I just want to reiterate the community part, because I feel like I've been fortunate to look at my life and feel like I've been a part of something that adds value to my life as well as others. But I honestly can't express, like I keep getting goosebumps, like how rewarding and fulfilling it has been to be a part of a movement that allows people to truly change their life and create opportunities, whether it's for themselves or for their family, with people that we love, and to see how it brings this community, this tribe together, and to see how spirit moves within inside of that, because it's mind, body, spirit. And when we see all these things come together, I am moved, I get emotional just thinking, and I'm just so excited to see how people continue to be drawn to this tribe that's created and that will continue to expand. So we're looking forward to chatting with you.
Have an awesome night. We'll talk to you soon.